started it.
Start or wait.
What?
I mean, I started the
I'll
stream,
spend
but it's
more
up to
time.
you guys if you want to continue everything else.
Give me 1 second!
One Mississippi dippy lippy loo. This would actually be Alice's first game.
Alice's first game? Oh,
Yay, a new character to introduce.
yeah. More party members.
It's gonna be great. Probably a useful character for what's to come.
Right? Far more useful than Baron, right? And his flex.
I don't know. Flexing's cool.
Flexing is great. Muscle spirit.
The Church of Iron.
Alright, I'm streaming now. It should be going live very soon.
Oh, I remember what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to be checking over those animals.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me know if there's any differences, because I basically counted the points out, the point system, I guess, out what they had up there, and then just did that. Total, I counted the score, didn't really count the cost, so that might be wrong on some occasions, but I think pretty much is good. Come on, Okay, it says I'm live.
What you have released?
Okay, so I am live. Hey, we are live. Say hello. Oh, say hello, we are live.
Hello. We are live.
Very funny.
Are you alive?
No,
Oh, so far,
well, I'm dead inside.
I almost died to a slime.
For years.
Oh man, how I dropped frames. Okay, keep an eye out on my frames.
Oh my god, the drawing. Hugs.
Ooh. So, Gwen, I have an assignment for you.
Okay.
While we're waiting.
What's up?
If you turn in the Open Legend rules to Running the Game chapter, I have links if you need.
I have it up.
Alright. You're going to want to scroll down that page to NPC statistics.
NPC. Just okay.
You are going to use the simple build option to create your animals.
Okay.
What is your transformation stat? As in, what rank is it? Or shapeshift? Or
Oh, it's 4.
four.
So I can only go things that are quadruple my size.
Right. So size, I think it has to be some sort of animal, like a mammal, like yourself.
Yep.
Um, but in addition to that, it's recommended that the forms you take fit their stats within the level 1 NPC symbol build. Primary stats going 4s, secondary stats, if they have any, going to 3s. Defenses being anywhere between 10 and 16, hit points being anywhere between 10
Oh
and
wait,
20.
for druid animals?
I'm back.
Yes.
Okay.
And the idea is that as you level up, your forms become stronger.
Okay, so as I level up myself, my forms level up. Is that what I'm getting?
Right.
Oh,
So
shit.
you can keep your bear, you can keep your, whatever animals you picked. It's just some of the stats might be dropped a little.
Okay.
And as you level up, you can start, bumping those guys up too. So next time you can bump it up will be at level 2. And I think you already have 2 XP. So after this session, you should have enough to be level 2, and then you can bump up your forms again.
Okay. Damn, this is gonna be a lot of stats. So what should I change it into? Like, I know the huge bear, it already had everything in it that came with it. I just copy-pasted the bear one.
Okay. Assuming that was the one listed for the druid.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll let that one fly.
Yeah, because,
But
yeah,
all
it
the
automatically
others
has a might of 5. Yeah.
Right. But it's probably actually, I know you can't do that because your transformation, your shapeshift, the alteration ability, it's not 5. In order for your cap stat in an animal to be 5, your alteration ability must also be 5 or more.
Okay.
So I know that that's gonna have to drop some,
Okay, that's fine.
at
So,
least in 1 point.
okay, for that one to be dropped, but I can put it up 1 in any other, right?
You can have it up to 4 if it's a primary ability. Like,
Okay.
for example, a bear's nose might be kind of sharp, so you might put perception at 4. The secondary abilities, like charisma and cuteness and other things like that, probably a 3 at best.
Right. I missed it. Okay, so 3. Looking at my who's bear now, I got agility 1 because bears. That's obvious. They can
Bears have agility?
bears. This it's in the stats. Bears have a 1 in agility. That is it.
Oh, well, yeah, because it's base level.
And then fortitude, which is 3, which is because they have really tough hides. So
Oh,
that would
never
be a
mind what I
primary.
just sent you.
Just a bit of a lag.
I
So
had to refresh.
do I have to do 1 4, or can I do 1 4 4 and then 3?
It's recommended that you have no more than 3 primary abilities.
Okay. So I'm gonna do fortitude 4, might 4. So my armor guard is like that. Then I got perception at 3.
I don't need the play-by-play. I trust you'll get that done. And if you turn into anything this section, we'll look at the stats specifically to make sure everything's alright.
Gotcha.
So you can quietly take care of that. Meanwhile, it's 20 minutes after the hour. Would we like to begin?
I thought we normally start at 7:30.
No, we normally start at 7.
We start at
Oh.
7, man. We're late.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's start.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
very well.
I mean, he's already streaming, so might as well.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. So, last time on Dragon Ball Z.
No, we are not doing
you
that.
guys, the Topaz Fang Force, have assembled for the first time, and you recently went on a little expedition into the sewer. Your leader, Johannes, decided it would be good to learn each other's abilities as well as see how you might work together. So you guys went to the sewer and fought the
What
slime.
I do? I'm proud of my slime.
Yeah, we have a nice little slime drawn there. They had a fascination with people and really wanted to get up on you guys. However, they were acidic, and anytime they hugged you, bad things happened. You, for the most part, overcame them and were given a newfound understanding of yourselves as well as each other. Upon your leaving, you ran into a troll that had been petrified to stone. In an attempt to heal the troll of his petrification, Sicario touched him. However, Sicario was unable to remove the petrification as it was too strong and accidentally knocked over the troll in the process. The troll fell to the ground and shattered into hundreds of pieces. Everyone looking was awestruck with the sudden violence, not understanding Sicario's motives, of course. And since no one stopped to inform them, you all merely swept up the troll's remains into
A dustbin, yeah.
and you guys returned to the barracks of the Topaz Fang Force, having completed a day of training, and you wanted to rest up, regain your strength, and perhaps put the troll back together?
Mm-hmm. That's what we were working on. With glue!
With glue! So we're going to pick up this session being the morning of the next day.
Okay.
And I think we'll go ahead and just go with that.
Did we get the troll back together? That's the
No.
question. Oh.
You just started piecing it together.
Mm.
You will probably need to make some rolls and spend some time.
Shit. Oh.
Do we need to roll right now?
Well, who's working on it?
Me.
And probably.
I think Satoshi was helping me.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume logic, since it's sort of like a puzzle putting back together.
Logic does make sense. So what I would like for you to do is you're going to roll. Now, is anyone aiding her?
I would help, yes. And she said Satoshi was going to help as well.
Okay. So what we have, character's name Baron, right? Yep,
Yeah.
Baron. So what we have, Baron, are the two sisters are busily sitting at a table, putting together. Oops. Seems I've left the table.
Oh, I still
No.
see you there.
Yeah, you're still there.
Yeah.
I have no idea how.
Oh, there's another person in...
But you there, though.
Hello, other
Alright,
person in
alright.
chat. There's 3
My bad.
people watching.
Cool. All right. So the two sisters are sitting at a table. The tables are kind of big for them, as both girls are about 4 foot 4 inches. Your feet can freely swing beneath your stools as you both
Puzzle
work
child?
busily on this puzzle of a troll. Baron, anything you would like to do as the girls work?
Baron would just look at all the pieces, and he can feel his mind trying to flex, but his mind is just too weak, and so he goes and gets refreshments for the girls to make sure that they're well taken care of when they help the troll.
Okay, at this point, Danny would probably be trying to put together the crotch.
Clara would probably be too sort of, what's the word? Like, not innocent, but flustered, I guess.
Yeah.
And just sort of be like, okay, yeah, you do that bit.
It's like, what is this piece? I don't recognize it.
Oh god.
Danny's just like, doo-doo-doo. Oh, this
Hey,
piece
you
goes
know
there,
this.
that piece goes there, that piece goes there. Ooh, that's a weird hair.
It's like, I've seen this somewhere before. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Actually, at some point, she looks over to Baron just to look at his crotch, and then keeps on putting it back together.
Ugh.
Even
So
while
what-
serving drinks, by the way, he'll be flexing, you know.
So this probably goes on for several minutes. You're probably looking at the better part of an hour, as this guy is one big puzzle without very clear edges. We will have Gwen roll logic to aid.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Means that Gwen's going to roll for us.
Yeah, you roll with. I mean, you roll logic.
Not really my strong point.
It's true. Not getting a 10 or better, you kind of have trouble. Go ahead and describe how well you aid Claire in the endeavor.
I mean, she's never really put together puzzles, but she's done a lot of practices with nature, and her training as a druid did help piecing to like all
Putting
that
the
kind of
crotch together. She
Yeah.
recognizes that bit.
she can recognize like the natural forms of the body itself that he has, but as far as the clothes, she has no idea.
So she can kind of like draw a chalk outline and be like, "Yep, that's a person."
Like no, she can like get the arms if there's any bare chest. She can get that the legs and the bare points of legs. She understands that, but that's it.
She didn't do a good roll though.
Like I said, that's about it. She gets very confused on the clothing part.
I mean, most of the troll is the troll.
True.
It
There's
is
some.
true. He's about as dressed as Baron without a coat. Anyway,
I try.
Gwen.
Gwen, what?
Nova?
Uh-oh. Nova.
So
What?
you gotta take this with a disadvantage.
You cut out for that entire bit there.
Yeah, you said
He
Gwen.
disappeared for like 20 seconds.
Gwen.
That was it. That's
That was it.
Right. So what I need from Gwen is a logic roll with disadvantage 1 because, or Claire's rolling because of Gwen's poor roll. Claire gets to take a disadvantage 1. It's likely you keep on getting distracted, and it's possible Gwen may have put some things together in the wrong way.
So I do a -1, right?
I believe when you click the
There's a-
logic, it'll ask if it's a disadvantage or an
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah. So then I do a -1. Yeah, it says number of advantage disadvantage dice.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, never mind. It has a.
Drop
It has
down,
a
I
second.
think.
Yes.
Okay. 1. No, wait, not 10.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, let's do that.
1 disadvantage. Go. Oh.
You made a 10.
So
You
you rolled 2 ones.
Yeah.
All right, so you got 10 total. It is passing, bare passing. So as far as the troll goes, you're able to recognize the very distinctive features of its face, maybe its hands, its feet, very obvious things. But when it comes time to putting together like its loincloth, its large torso, its legs, it's hard to tell one muscular piece from another. And so you really struggle there with some of the more challenging bits. So
Oh,
what
I know.
you've accomplished is most of the hands, most of the feet, and probably a chunk of the face.
Can we use Baron as a model?
He's not a
Baron
troll.
flexes.
I don't think.
Mother, after my amazing.
Baron would be a comparative model. However, Baron is arguably more muscular than anything you've probably seen before.
Shit.
You know, I just juggle all of my muscles, not just the chest, abs, biceps,
Wait,
forearms.
do you talk?
Like I'm a
Can you?
traveling growth.
Do you have those like? If we put all those little buttons on you, just like in the what was it? The shaving, the Old Spice commercial. You could do a drum beat with your muscles.
Yes.
You do. You can be a one-man band with your muscles.
Like, look at me. Now look at the table. Look at me again. Now look at the broken troll on the table. I am not the broken troll. I am better. Old Spice.
Basically, yeah.
I'm a marching band.
Alright. So that was after an hour. You can continue to work on the troll, maybe getting something better. But something happens.
Oh God. Oh yeah. I forgot. We just walked out with it.
Let's see here. We'll go with this one.
Plink plonk.
As you guys are working, and Baron is busily getting drinks and snacks for everyone, as well as having a good old time himself, you hear a knock at the door.
Coming! And then, you know, Baron takes his big steps, you know, to the door. You know, he opens it, but, you know, his head doesn't reach past the top, so, you know, only, like, his midriff is showing below. Who is it?
You see this.
I don't see anything, to be fair.
Well, that's because you're hanging over the door. You will see this.
No, 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 if I open the door, if my head's up here at the top, I can't see through the wall.
That's cool. This individual appears before you. He actively moves into the room when you open the door for him. Although you're in his way, he has no trouble moving you aside as necessary.
You can't just slip
For
by
those
me.
who wanted to see. It
Ooh.
looks like that.
Cool.
Nice.
You guys would recognize this individual as one of Valeth's water guard.
Oh. Wait. Druid or not?
He's a water guard. They are not druids.
Okay.
Do you require nourishment? Your muscles are looking lacking.
Arguably, there are druids in their number, but this one is not.
That's why I asked.
Yep. Alright. No. I am just fine as I am. You, however,
sure?
are not.
I can draft you a great workout program. Guaranteed to build muscle within days.
Who is it, Baron?
Someone scrawny and in need of advice.
But let him pass.
Okay.
If
Please
he's already in.
come in. But you're already inside. Take a seat. Welcome to our humble abode.
This is not a social visit. I have come in regards to reports that you people have taken something. And the man looks around and he casually eyes the table with the girls at it and the chunks of troll.
They're being assembled.
That'll be into some of that. Well, actually, that Daniel's actively in the chance of putting a piece in as she looks up.
As I suspected. Very typical of a vanguard unit.
What?
All of you are under arrest in
What?
relation to a serial petrification incident,
No, we found him
As
like
well-
this.
as well as the destruction of one such petrification victim and
Well,
the
that's true.
theft of said pieces.
Baron just flexing his chest. And goes, but I can't petrify people. They get me at all at my muscles, though.
Before you arrest us, perhaps you could speak to our supervisor. For he authorized this mission.
As I said, everyone here is under arrest.
But we're trying to fix him.
And if you truly wish to blame someone, it was this strange woman with antlers. We were simply passers-by, to be fair, and we wish to help.
I have issued the terms, and you will come quietly. Resistance will be met with force.
I guess
Claire
that's
just
true.
sort of glares at him. She currently is not very happy with the military.
She tapped, Danny taps Guinevere, sorry. I'm keeping Danny for some reason, I've been using it too much. She taps her sister on the shoulder, like, it's okay. I'm sure everything will work out.
He does not look friendly.
Well, that's because we're giving her a hard time. Guards don't like having to deal with paperwork or having to deal with a hard time.
Do we trust this man?
He is a guard, he's just doing business.
You recognize him very clearly as someone with authority. The water guard, if you read the journals, is relatively prestigious in comparison to the vanguard, and
Yes.
they are all fairly skilled soldiers, as they regularly protect Bailiff from any outside invaders, as well as act as kind of a military police for the city as needed.
Well,
Alright.
if we wish to continue with our mission, then I suppose we must go.
Baron is just, moving from one flex button. Where are we going, sir?
You are being relocated to the Water Guard HQ. There you'll be questioned and your level of guilt and intentions will be determined. You may or may not be released upon the answers.
That is fair.
Lead the way. I am ready.
Guinevere is very calm, understanding how this business works, and she's keeping herself together.
Claire just sort of climbs on Kirklocken and just sort of clings to him.
Alright. So, at your seeming allowance of this, the water guard snaps his fingers. You see a little splatter and freezing action in his hands, and it makes a discernible sound. Then several other water guards enter the room from behind him. They had been waiting outside and likely would have rushed in had anything untoward happened.
Are we having a party?
Baron, this is no party.
But there are so many people here.
As you can see, perhaps more of us are more innocent than others.
After
smarter.
A water guard is by your side, they hold out their hand, and water seems to pour forth from nothing. This tendril of water then wraps around one of your wrists. Upon a full circle, it freezes, and so you have an ice shackle that binds you to the water guard. They then-
Is it binding me or Kirklocken?
This particular guy is binding both.
Claire just sort of freezes along with the water and is not exactly working very well. She's not happy and kind of afraid.
It's okay.
Could you get the rest of my body? Ice is great for relaxing the muscle.
The idea isn't to freeze you, but to have a hard shackle that if you do struggle against it, you risk chafing and hurting yourself.
Yep.
How
So
does
they,
the water guard respond, though?
he is very impassive, and this particular guy rolls his eyes.
Guinevere actually does the same kind of fall. She's like, I know.
The man at the head, he's like, "You have made a wise decision. Please follow me."
Of course.
And so everyone is led slash following this fellow, and you guys depart. Outside, you find 3 more water guard. They were prepared.
Would the water guard with me have trouble keeping up since my strides are much larger than his?
You might think that. However, as your strides are taking you further, he begins to create water beneath him, and it ices over, and he merely slides beside you effortlessly. They are very swift.
He's just skateboarding, letting you lead.
I am the master. He's
And
like,
that is
could
not
you make
something I've
yourself
ever-
heavier? This will make a great workout.
Oh my
Doing
god.
like a wakeboard.
And yeah, they're pretty slippery fellows. I gave them some cool things. But they lead you on, and I will get us to the next place.
Okay.
I guess I should ask, is there anything you'd like to do as you enter the city and begin to see the people, and you guys are kind of led through town towards the Water Guard HQ, which is close to the city's outer limits, towards the main bridge that connects the island to the mainland.
I was going to ask if we could lock the door on our way out.
Wait. Does Baron flex at all while that ice cufflink is going on?
The cancellation has to be intentional. It's just me flexing and things just disappear.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Does it just happen? Because you're just like always flexing.
It doesn't just happen. He has to actively use his abilities to cancel their abilities.
I have to summon the muscle spirit.
Okay. I want to make sure.
Any other actions before we arrive?
Claire panics. Just sort of in general.
Yeah, Danny does lower ring back and hang out with her sister and try and keep her calm as best she can.
Okay. You guys arrive at a single-story building that's more like a complex. It has a walled outer perimeter and is patrolled by several dozen water guards. You guys are led through the front gate easily enough, and you are then led to the inner, which are parted for you. They appear to be made of water, and it's almost like a water curtain the way they split to allow your passage. They are large enough that they even allow for Baron's passage. You guys are immediately led down a set of stairs, and that is when you come into the true heart of the Water Guard's base of operations. Let me see if I can get this on the screen. Not in that manner. I'll go ahead and add it this way.
Also, I turned off the music because for some reason, at one point the music got copyrighted. So yeah, BS.
Even though it's all supposed to be fan burst.
Yeah, I know.
It is all fan burst.
But people
Alright, let's go ahead and move you again.
Might want to move the map to the map layer.
Aye, aye.
Such skill.
Actually, I'm just gonna be over here.
That crystal looks heavy. Do you think I could lift it?
No.
When you say that, the water guard holding you there and releases the control he had of your ice shackle. The ice turns back into water and harmlessly falls from your hand. He then looks to you and says, "Would you like to try?"
Master, yes, please.
Oh my god.
Alright. You are free to move up to the crystal. You're trying to lift it?
Yeah, just trying to, like, lift it above my head. Just trying to
All right.
lift it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a might roll when you do. I shall.
He walks up there, swag rolling his shoulder, he spits in his hands, rubs it together. Okay.
Okay. That's a pretty decent might roll. Not your greatest, but definitely a mighty display of strength. As both hands clasp the side of the crystal, you immediately start to lift, with your legs, of course. And it's hard. It's very heavy. You think it might be attached to the ground. And just as you think you're about ready to get purchase and pull off something awesome, your hands slip inside the crystal, followed by your arms. You try to pull your hands out immediately, but you were so strong that your hands they went too far in. You can't pull yourself out as you are drawn and finally trapped inside the crystal.
Well, that's what that makes sense.
Is it like water in there?
It is. You
Alright,
are
he
floating.
starts swimming.
You don't have any spaces of air, but you don't need to breathe while you're in there. It feels like a
He's not searching for air, he's just trying to work out.
Right.
Oh god.
So the point is, while you're swimming and exercising and tumbling about in the crystal, your lungs fill with what you would think to be the water. You do not choke. It feels like very heavy air. And you're able to persist in there. The water guard, satisfied with your situation, turns to the rest of you. You guys are led towards your own crystals.
Are they separate crystals?
They are. One for each of you. Obviously, there's more than what this image has, but the point is, everyone gets a water crystal.
Do not separate us.
It's okay, Claire.
It is not okay.
It's okay, sis.
I refuse.
Don't refuse!
Is
You're
there...
probably
great
unaware of
resistance
this,
training.
as you are Vanguard, but we may not continue together. It is against policy. You
Well,
are
change
more
your
likely to
policy.
try to escape then. By yourselves, you are much more easily handled.
Well, change your policy because we are going together or not at all.
I
This
go up
crystal
to
amazing.
Claire. I go up to Claire and I tap on her shoulder. It's like, it's okay. You can see me not far away. I'll be here. Okay?
I don't trust this.
If you
Well,
feel any
It's just
staring,
policy.
gaze upon my
It's just-
trapezius.
Shut up, Baron.
So while Baron is speaking, it sounds like someone yelling at you from underwater. You can barely make out what he's saying.
Oh, so we
and-
can't hear him anyways.
Yeah, it's definitely not the greatest acoustics inside there.
It's okay. Okay? Don't worry. This is just policy and
Claire-
protocol
Like, this is like
for
her
them.
greatest fear is sort of being separated from everyone. So she's not actually going to be rational right now.
Would you let? Is it your flaw?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, her phobia is
her phobia.
being abandoned.
All right. I'm willing to give you a legendary point if you act out on it and cause something probably bad to happen.
I'm trying to figure out what.
That's why I'm trying to
mean-
keep Claire calm as best as she can, because she knows.
I don't care what you're trying to do. We're talking to Claire right now. So Claire, your phobia says you don't want to be separated from anyone. You're afraid they'll abandon you. This little instinctual feeling deep inside. This could cause you to do any number of things. One suggestion, if you want the legendary point that is perhaps you will attempt to fight off your captors. If you attempt to do this, I'll give you a legendary point. But you will do this knowing it will very likely bring the force they were mentioning earlier upon you.
I mean, yeah, she's gonna do something. I'm just not sure what right now.
That's why. Let's talk it out. Let's RP it out
could
first.
Just cling onto her if you use the scepter.
I mean, I'm thinking either like a barrier so that they can't actually like tear us apart, or like silencing them so maybe they can't do spells and just like flee.
That's up to you. But if you're doing this in moment, as Danny's trying to calm me down and say it's okay, it's just protocol. They just have to go through with it. We'll be fine. We're not leaving you. We're just there. All right.
I think she'll do the barrier since, yeah, just wants to keep everyone together.
That's all you hear from Baron, just some mumbling. He's doing water aerobics.
You know, my dad actually does that. So, I know exactly.
Just imagine Baron doing it.
So should I roll for my barrier?
I think so.
You may roll for barrier.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Does it actively allow you to barrier other people or just yourself?
With my, like, I think I need to use multi-targeting with it. Yeah, I use my multi-target boon specialist to define the AoE. I'm not sure how that works, but that's the thing.
Okay.
So you can target multiple people to be in the barrier.
No, I think it's the area of, like, where, like, the barrier is.
Basically.
And also, whoever is sort of, like, in the square where the barrier is supposed to be gets pushed out. I remember that part.
When you invoke this boon, you must use multi-targeting to create a specific area of effect to define the space of your barrier. Upon successful invocation, choose a number of available properties for your wall based on your power level. On level 5, you can choose 2 properties: damaging, obscuring, hindering, baneful, or mobile.
I'm thinking hindering and mobile, so I can make like this moving shield to get us out somehow.
Okay. Hindering, creatures move at half speed when traveling within the barrier. And you may spend a major action to move the barrier. You realize that that's the barrier and not necessarily you.
Yeah. Okay. Hindering and obscuring.
Okay. So no one can see you. Can see through more than 10 feet of the barrier. Actually, if it's just around the 2 of you, they can see you because it's not thick enough for you to obscure anyone with it.
Okay. Hindering and like baneful makes the most sense. I don't know what bane I would want to do. Oh, it gives a list. No, it doesn't.
Choose a bane which you inflict as a power level less than or equal to the power of your barrier. When the creature ends its turn within the barrier or willingly enters it, you may immediately make a bane attack against it to inflict the chosen bane. The creature can only be subject to 1 such bane attack from this barrier per round.
Immobilize makes sense, so they can't get in.
Okay.
Immobilize?
Yeah, so the point is when they walk in, if they get beat by her bane attack against them, they will be unable to move further. Problem is it depends on how big she makes the barrier. They might just be able to walk right up to her and attack her anyway.
You can't select impassable for level 5.
Impassable?
No, she's doing baneful.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
With the
Yeah, it's
bane
not
being
strong enough.
immobilized.
Maybe I could just polymorph them into squirrels.
No, let's not do that.
No.
I'm gonna need some sort of action as we are burning time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Polymorph them into squirrels.
Seriously?
Yes.
All right. Well, we got some issues with this.
Oh.
So let's pull up our Bane for polymorph. So I'm pretty sure you gotta roll something fairly high to do that. So 5 minimum just to use it.
Oh.
You turn the creature into another creature of the same size.
Oh. Dang it! I'm just gonna do damage.
You're just gonna do damage? Alright, who are you attacking?
Well, I mean, like, the hindering and the damaging. Just sort of barrier thing.
Okay. So you cast the barrier. It's minimum size. Is likely going to surround these people right here. I think that's as small as they can get. You might
uh-oh.
get.
What?
I'm reading up on the rules. Barrier's kind of complex.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. You must use multi-targeting. You said you had the feat for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The specialist.
Alright, so multi-targeting involves, I think, the action. Alright. You cannot multi-target attack if you have an attribute score 0.
If it's too complicated, I can just, like, silence them and run away.
It's not too complicated.
Okay.
I mean, if we don't look it up now, we're gonna have to look it up later.
True.
Here we go. Found. Okay. By default, your attacks target a single foe. However, you may choose to target multiple individuals, foes, or targets in an area, provided that all of your targets fall within your attack range. Targeting more than one foe causes disadvantage on your attack roll, as described
Well, no,
below.
it's not attack, it's boon.
Right, but
Oh,
it still
sorry.
follows the same rules as an
Okay.
area multi-target
Okay.
thing. Because I guess your minimum barrier can't be just yourself,
Oh.
apparently. Well, it could be just yourself, but the idea is you already got them right up next to you. So
Yeah.
you can't make it small enough to exclude them.
Okay.
No. I lied. You could, for example, do this.
Yeah.
Assuming no one's behind you, of course.
Yeah. Is there anyone behind us?
Probably, but since I don't have any tokens there, F it.
Yay!
Alright, so let me read to you area multi-targeting, because that's what you're going to use. Area attacks are only possible when you're using extraordinary abilities, which you are, to cast your barrier. I'm assuming you're either building something really quick, or you are pulling out a device that will do this.
I was gonna just spawn like a million tiny little robots.
All the robots, build me a wall.
A wall of fist-sized robots forms. That's what the flavor text I have.
Unless a specific weapon property or whatever rule says you can do it. Alright, so when you're building your wall, you can choose the shape. Cube, line, or cone. Line. You target a line that's 5 foot wide and 10 foot long and 10 foot high. You may create several lines as part of a single attack, as long as at least one corner of each line touches, you only suffer a disadvantage 1 for each line. So for your technique, you're likely going to do a line, because that would allow you to make it this big.
Yay!
And so you would have rolled this, but you would have rolled 1 extra 1 for disadvantage. Fortunately for you, even if you rolled a 1 and replaced one of your 5s with a 1, it still would be 21 and higher than the max needed for 5. But next time we'll want to make sure we cover that. Alrighty.
Sorry, I was distracted for a moment. What? My mother came in.
But since you have multi-target boon, wait a second. You said you have the feat for that?
Yes.
Okay. And I
my
think you
whole-
explained that that probably waived the cost.
Yeah, it's in the feet somewhere.
Multi-target boon. Can invoke boons for more than one target. Yep. I'd probably want the more details because I imagine there's a limit. But for this purposes, it probably would have canceled out one of your disadvantages.
Okay.
Meaning you have your barrier. It looks like a wall of bots or droids or whatever you got.
That's who talking right now.
And
This is
it's
cool.
doing the 2 things you described.
So it is hindering them and damaging them.
Right. Alrighty. That is your action. Anything else?
Claire yells, "Stay away!" Which isn't gonna do much, but...
Meanwhile, Baron is floating in his thing. Alright. After that, we're going to go ahead and roll initiative as the water guards will actively try to defuse the situation. And anyone who wishes to participate may roll as well.
You know what? I'm going to do something that I want to try, just to see.
Well, I mean, we're going to roll initiative, and you can totally use it. Let me add you to the turn order first.
Oh, I'm not very good at this. Oh.
It's kind of under the impression it would add you automatically.
Oh no, I didn't select my token.
I think everyone's
Roger.
on there.
Does Kirkwalken have the same initiative?
No, he has his
No.
own initiative.
Okay, let me click on him, go to his thing, go initiative. Oh.
Non-responsive.
Oh dear. This may be over quite quickly.
You do recall they're kind of strong.
Yep.
Yeah. Claire doesn't care, she's panicking.
Okay, I think everyone's there. Baron, I would let you roll, but you are literally trapped in there. Like, even if you used your nullify, it does not work on the barrier you are currently trapped in. It is actively nullifying your abilities.
It can't. No, you can't nullify a bait. Bait.
It's nullifying your ability to nullify. Because
That's so
that is
weird.
an ability. Yeah, it's kind of whoever banes the other one first would nullify and then actively persists it, which it is. Meaning you can't use any of your supernatural abilities.
You're
at
silenced.
present. Yeah,
But the nullify works for only boons.
right. I suppose.
You can say it's level 39, and we can see if I roll a 38. I probably won't.
No, I mean, what's going on here is it's going to prevent you from using your boons, for one. and any attacks you do are obviously confined to the space.
I'm not trying to use a boom.
But you can't use any attacks that would leave the space.
But I'm not trying to leave the space. I'm trying to nullify the space.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
technically.
That's my point. You can't nullify the sphere that's nullifying you.
Yeah, but nullified. What? All right.
All right, so let's pretend you can nullify. What are you nullifying? Because it's not actively using a boon on you to nullify you. It's just entrapping you.
I will just have to
I will give
nullify
you
the
time to think
barrier.
about it. Yeah, I'll give you time to think about it because it is going to be doing its thing for the time being. They will go ahead and go first.
Okay.
They immediately glide, flip, ice skate away. Alright. Their hands weave back and forth in a swift motion. You think they're some sort of martial arts or something like that. But then the air around them begins to chill, and you visibly see the water and moisture collecting. And they create powerful balls of water that are just violently pulsating. They will proceed to attack the originator of the barrier.
Uh-oh. I'm dead.
Well, we'll see.
What if they just insta-kill me?
Well, the thing in Open Legends is nothing can kill you unless they walk up to you and finish you after you've lost all your health. So it's going to be really difficult for them to just kill you unless that's what they're wanting.
Okay, this is gonna be a black mark on my record. They're not gonna find me innocent.
They don't like the idea that you're resisting arrest.
Yeah. At least Gwen can say that she had no part in this, because I just kind of trapped it.
I already have a plan. If you're still alive after this, I have a
Okay.
plan.
Okay. Okay,
Also,
so,
if Gwen should happen to go down, if the barrier would be nullified when she falls unconscious.
You mean Claire? If Claire
Yeah.
goes down, the bear would be nullified.
Claire.
yes.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I assumed. But, okay. Hit me.
Okay. Cool. Here we go. Okay, what's your defense?
Toughness.
Toughness?
And toughness. Yeah, what's your toughness score?
Toughness is 12.
Okay. You take 18 plus 5, so 23 damage.
I have 16 health.
Okay. So you are immediately rendered unconscious as a powerful geyser of water and ice blasts from this man through your barrier and thus through you, seemingly.
I actually increased my health a little. But, there we go. No health.
So the water passes Claire or Gwen. As this is happening, you cannot see your sister. She is completely obscured in this torrent of water and ice. It's bad times.
Yes.
As soon as the water is done flowing, you see Claire again. She looks like someone cut out in a snowstorm, kind of frozen in place. Her eyes are closed inside her icically cell, as she is presently frozen.
No.
So she is trapped and unconscious.
So they freeze her solid, basically? Is that what I'm getting?
Pretty much. I have a specific bane for this ability. Yeah. So yeah, she is at this point frozen solid.
Okay.
The barrier dissipates for the moment. This guy and this guy are both capable of doing things, as is this guy, though he is actively not doing anything. Gwen, are you looking like you're gonna mount up any defense?
At the moment, she's just staring at her sister as she's frozen. Just staring for the moment. She doesn't seem to be doing anything.
In that case, this fellow will actually skate back to you, as they have movement left. And rather than blasting you like the sister, he will forcefully shackle you in ice again. It'll look... It's going to be a bit rough, but not as rough as the thing that just hit her.
As he comes up to him, it's like, my sister's gonna be okay, right?
He says nothing as he swiftly delivers the maneuver that is meant to subdue you.
I'm not resisting at all. I'm letting him do what he wants, but that's the only question I'm asking. I will comply with you. I won't hurt you.
So what happens is the man glides up to you, flips over your back, and grabs your hand that you weren't looking at, and slides back to where he's standing, with both your hands being captured in his icy shackle.
That's
it's
fine.
a little rough, but he is... by the way, that 23 is versus your guard. If
Oh my
you
God.
Mounted any.
No, she's not gonna resist, so...
Okay. So I'll say that you took a little bit of damage, but it's going to be inconsequential, as after the fight is over, you generally recover all your health anyway.
Yeah.
So the point is, he roughly brings you into submission after you have been subdued. He says, "She will be fine."
That's all I care about. She has abandonment issues, if that makes any sense. It's
These
no
two
fault of my own.
actively eye Kirklauken.
Yeah.
He will not... Kohawken will not attack you. He is under my sister's orders, but he is also under mine.
Cock attacks.
Yeah, he was gonna... Well, first he was gonna ask her orders, but if no one was there to give orders, he was just gonna start swinging.
Yeah.
Right. The companion does not actively attack unless...
I have control over Kohawken too, like I can ask him to do things, right? Claire?
Well,
No.
Claire... Oh.
I'm-
Okay.
Okay.
It is Claire's baby.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure if I could be like, Kohawken, stand down.
So, while Claire is down, Kirklauken is just sort of... can't be ordered to do anything? Wait,
Correct.
he doesn't do stuff?
You
He
can't
doesn't-
order him, and he will defend himself
Okay.
Okay.
and act upon previous orders, which
Okay.
he did not receive any.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, maybe if he had, like, true intelligence, he could, like, sort of extrapolate that, oh, we don't want to go with these people, but he's a robot. He works on orders, so...
Well, I mean, it's what you want. Would you like him to fight on your behalf? Perhaps something in his programming might compel him to do so.
I mean,
However, if he looks like a threat, these two will try to neutralize the threat. This guy specifically.
I feel like Kirklauken would try to defend his master. And at the very least, sort of, like, protect her body, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. So,
Yeah.
that being the case, this guy will try to subdue the robot. Though, unlike the master, he has no qualms with putting this thing in the ground. So we'll see how tough it is.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he's clearly tougher than you, but this guy's got stuff.
I don't want my robot to die.
Technically, it's
But
not
things
mine.
are going logically, so I don't know. I'm shooting myself in the foot because it sounds good.
Basically, yeah.
So it exploded a gajillion times.
Wait, is he actually attacking or just trying to... Oh, is he attacking the robot just
Yeah.
because?
No, he's attacking
Yeah.
to make sure he doesn't
Like-
do anything.
Like you said, the robot would actively defend you, so as soon as you are attacked, I'm assuming Kerclocken goes, Thunder Fist, both fists, and it's looking like it's preparing for battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when it's doing that, these guys are like, no thanks.
Splash.
Like, fuck that
So-
shit, hell no.
Yeah,
So-
so
Got a
a
25.
torrent of water blasts Kerclocken.
Damn, these
His
guys are high.
toughness is 15.
Even the guard is impressed with his own attack.
So yeah, that was pretty darn impressive.
His
Like,
buddy's on the
robot-
right. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let's see here. -5, 43, 33, 23. Kerclocken takes 23 damage.
He has
Is he
one
still
health
standing?
left. 1 hit point.
He has 15 toughness.
Yeah, 15.
Alright. So now, because Kerclocken's still standing, Kerclocken gets to face the Bane.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a bane.
Alright. Oh, did I do the math wrong?
Yes, I was trying to say that.
Oh, yeah.
My bad. How
He
did
has
I do-
24 health.
I
So
must have thought he had 20 something for some reason. Yep, I'm sorry. Kerclocken is on ice as well.
Okay.
I'm just like,
Should I go ahead and give everyone's health back, or?
Little
Yeah.
statue and big statue. Yeah, you can go ahead and give them their health back. It will not matter in the long run. So that was a relatively quick fight.
Danny
unless Gwen
knew
wants to
better.
do something.
Danny knew better. She wasn't gonna do nothing. You could tell that she's like a bit pissed. Like she wants to fight back, but she knows it's not gonna work well for her. She's not bothering with it.
I get a legend point, right?
Yes, you do.
You do.
Yay! I don't know how to use them.
At any point, you can tell me, hey, I'm using a legend point. When you do that, you get a +1 advantage, and whatever you roll gets a +1 on the result.
Mm.
Yep. Alright,
Okay.
I finally figured it out. I'm gonna cast Restoration to cancel the Nullify.
That don't work.
What are you even talking about?
Because the Nullify has to be casted after I use my boon.
Okay. I'm coming back to you. Meanwhile,
But let me just roll and see if it works.
okay.
Jeez,
Oh.
look at all that.
Alright, so you got a 5th level on Restoration, I think. Fifth level
Nullify.
says cancel Banes of power level 5 or less. Okay. I'll tell you right now, it's not a level 5.
I can
As
cancel Banes higher than that, but it requires
cancel
a much.
Banes of power level 5 or less. Yeah.
It's in this
Right, and since your level is 5, I'm assuming it's 5,
Yes.
right? So 5 is your max, you rolled your max, and it's not high enough to cancel this particular prism. Maybe you notice these guys have higher attributes.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying I gotta roll anyway. If I did roll, I open rolled. Like if I explosive dice, I could still cancel it.
Not really. You see,
Well, no,
even if you rolled high enough to get power level 9, the point is your max stat limits the
No.
effectiveness.
That's the rules of Restoration. If it's higher than my power level, I can still attempt it. It just comes at a much higher DC.
Oh, that's where it says under special that he listed.
Yeah,
Same
we're
thing for
correct.
Nullified.
I missed that point you were making earlier. I guess I was too busy trying to ice these guys.
Like it's possible still. That's all I was trying to say. But it's all good. We all know now.
Alrighty. So this is what winds up happening. 2 of you are frosty and can't do anything about it. So for the popsicles, the water guards create an icy, watery path of sorts, and your statues actively move down the bridge up into your crystal prisms. Once inside, the ice around you melts in the water and you are left free floating. When that happens, you eventually come to your health and everything's restored. Same for Kerclocken. Kerclocken, however, I guess he gets an icy prism too. I mean, they got one big enough for this guy, so they can fit the robot as well. Because although Kerclocken is just an object, and they could like confiscate it and put it into some sort of holding or something, the thought that this robot is sentient to some degree means that it should be kept under more secure watch like you guys are.
That makes sense.
Gwen, you are walked to a crystal caddy quarter from Claire, and you guys are able to see each other.
That's good. That's good enough for her. At this point, while she's waiting for her sister to thaw, she just goes into meditation in the prison while she's waiting.
Oh.
Yeah, basically, she's gonna stay calm as best she can.
Okay. Now, although Baron's restoration ability to overcome this suppressing nullification bane upon him was unsuccessful, he still managed to disturb the crystal in which he sat, or floats. And because of this, he has gotten additional attention. Baron, instead of one man,
He tried to talk to them, but I'm sure they get it.
these guys right next to you, they can hear you enough that they can probably piece out what you're saying if they care to.
Why are you attacking children? I thought you were guards! Stop at once!
Resisting arrest is a felony.
But we're here!
Non-compliance is a misdemeanor.
How do you spell that?
They then turn their backs to you.
Wait, come back!
No, I mean, they're still there. It's just because of the dulling effect of the water prism you're in, they aren't annoyed. Like, you can shout to the top of your lungs. It nullifies the sound to the point where it's just, unless they want to pay attention, they don't have to.
Okay.
I shall serenade you with one of my many stories of the orphan. You was a young man. And then he's gonna go on a spiel.
So we're just listening. So we can't hear you talking, but we can just see you talking to these guards constantly. And then Guinevere's like, I feel so sorry for those people, for those guards.
Those poor gods.
They, some of them are like, they raise their eyebrows at some of the stories and they turn around like, but otherwise they just mind their post. And you guys see a lot of flexing, occasional hand gestures, a whole lot of powerful movements to suggest the story was really intense.
Love it.
I'm just like, Danny's at this point, oh my god, this guy is such an idiot. But at least he complies.
If Claire weren't in water, you could see her tears. Once she melts.
Yeah.
Danny does wave to her sister and say, hey, it's okay. It's okay. You're good. I'm right here. You can see me.
Double thumbs up.
She just kind of goes into the fetal position and is just sort of sobbing.
Can you get that girl some candy? She seems very sad right now.
They're gonna get something. Alright. After some time passes, you guys are eventually fetched. One at a time.
Okay.
And they're gonna start with... Let's roll for it. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, who is the most... I would go with who's the most compliant, because that's why you get the most answers.
I mean, Baron's
They're
the
gonna
most
ask
talkative.
They're gonna what?
Yeah, they're gonna go with Baron.
Oh.
So Baron, all these guys walk up to the crystal, and they put their hand on it. Their hands do not fall into the crystal as yours did. However, you feel a sensation as the water churns inside the crystal. Suddenly, you feel yourself spinning about. Would you like to try swimming against it or resist it?
Oh, this reminds me of the whirlpools in the ocean.
It is.
Correct for muscle training. You gonna try to swim?
Alright, go ahead and give me a might roll.
Hey.
Alright, so you start swimming in the current. You feel like you're getting a good workout. And then they turn up the power. Because of the way you were swimming, you just go that much faster. It's like you're swimming with the current almost. You're just swimming, and so now you're like a little torpedo, just zooming around in your crystal.
What
And-
the fuck?
Speed.
And that's when opening appears right here, and you shoot out.
Alright, what do I roll for posing?
Alright, you pose.
You
But
gotta
if
land.
Pose, you're gonna land however you pose, instead of a defensive position as you slam into a wall.
Posing is more worth it.
Posing is definitely more worth it. Compulsion to flex, I'm sorry.
Alright,
It has
I'll
to
give
be
you a
done.
legendary point, but you're gonna take some damage as you fly out of your crystal, and you pose. You pose so hard.
Time slows down and some water droplets sparkle around.
So you just slow-mo, you just like, look at me. Look at me.
You can see him with the bit of the water that's on him, just like trickling in the like light that's in the area.
It's like he's all greased.
And then you smash into the wall.
Does he get like a full-on imprint, or is just stuck? Wait, does he get stuck?
He
Give me a
gets
full
imprint into wall. It's like that pose he took, it's that into the wall. Just bam!
It's permanent.
Alright.
Baron will just roll off and look at it. This will make a great painting.
Alrighty. So that sweet 25 you rolled, it's gonna be that versus your guard.
Alright,
So you just hurt yourself.
3 damage.
So you smashed into the wall, imprint it, but your thick muscles protect your body for the most part.
I stand up laughing, Josie. That was amazing! Can I do it again?
Jesus fucking Christ.
They look at each other and they're like, no.
Oh,
They glide up to you to retrieve you.
okay, I'm just right there.
You will be coming with us now. We
Okay.
are going to escort you to the questioning room.
Oh, 4 armed escorts. Wow. I'm just so flattered.
3, technically, but we'll go with that. Okay. So you guys are escorted off. Do you want me to draw the room, or are you cool just
No, need to
imagining
draw
a
the room.
table and chair?
I
I need to draw it.
I can imagine the table chair, like in the police, they have this blank room with the window.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we're looking at here. But I'll go ahead and draw it because I'm no lazy. I can do
Why don't
it.
you
I
just
can
pull
do
up
that
a
room
picture of an
chair.
interrogation room?
That works.
Let me just
Okay.
my drawings for you.
Yeah, I was gonna delete something. Alright. Your chair's right here. And there's a man waiting for you right here.
Wow, you all look alike. Just like a trick.
We go to the same hairstylist.
Amazing. Do they do hair like mine? Or is it only a specialized style?
Well, it's not cheap getting these blue tips, so I'm afraid you probably couldn't afford it, as you can't afford a
Oh.
shirt.
What? No, I simply choose not to wear a shirt. Why
Oh.
would I hide these beautiful muscles?
Pardon me. I didn't realize how barbaric you were. Alright, let me put it in simple terms. I want to know things. You know things.
I do?
I will ask you questions.
Go ahead.
You will answer.
Oh, okay.
First,
Hmm?
was it you who petrified the troll, or one of your number?
Not me. And I did not see any of my numbers. 1, 2. No. I don't. No.
Okay. When you're saying those things, the man is looking down at something in his hand, in his lap. He's sitting cross-legged across from you, and he appears to be taking notes of your conversation. Very well. Did you see whoever perpetrated the crime?
Which one?
In particular, the troll incident.
The petrifying or the falling down and breaking apart?
Ah, so you were there for that incident.
I was.
I see.
Hmm.
And so you or one of your number did topple the troll.
Yes, the red-haired girl with the wood on her head. She went to
Oh,
poke it.
We have obtained her, yes. We will be
How could she
questioning
do
her
such
thoroughly.
a terrible thing? Such a bullet throw. I met him earlier that day, you know. We were crossing the bridge, and he was like, "Give me gold." And he looked very destitute. So I handed him some gold. He was very teary-eyed. I felt so sorry for him. And now he's a pieces. Well, how
A
could
likely
they do
story.
such a thing?
Please control yourself. I do not want your salty water mixing with mine.
Huh? You are too from the ocean.
He
Ah.
seems to ignore your question.
Well, as for the petrifying, I never saw
Hi.
that. Hey.
You're the one with the red hair, right?
Who, me?
Wait, with the antlers?
No, that's Alice. Alice is
Oh.
a different character.
Oh, we're not ratting you out then.
What?
I Meredith at ratting out anyone. He's
Or,
just
wait,
speaking truth. He's honest to a fault.
the one with the antlers, Sukaria, we're ratting her out
Oh.
for breaking this troll. Because we're in prison right now.
I mean, it's true though.
It is.
Every one
Oh,
of
you
us.
guys ended up in freaking prison?
Yeah, because of the troll thing. Wait.
I'm having a great time.
Oh, you're the
though.
one that's supposed to be in prison right now?
No, we went through this.
I don't think we met her character yet.
No,
We
we
haven't.
have not. We have not.
Okay.
Any more questions, sir? Would you like to hear about my old life? Or how about some training exercises?
Barbarian, please. I will ask the questions.
I am waiting.
What were you doing today around the time of noon?
I was in the sewers, having a fierce battle with the slime. I punched it, across the room, towards a wall.
Can the slime rancher vouch for this?
Yes,
If this is true, this would likely clear your group of suspicion.
I mean, I think it was noontime. I can't really tell the time in the sewers. I don't
Very
really
well.
keep track of it unless I'm looking at the sun. I don't carry a watch, you see.
Another question. Why then did you take the pieces of the troll after you destroyed him?
I did not destroy him, but I was hoping to put him back together. If he broke, He can be fixed, no?
Likely. But it's only because he's a troll. I saw what you were doing. Glue is... well, it would have disastrous consequences on anything other than a troll.
Glue? Oh, yes. The arts and crafts for the little girl.
You realize that if he was ever cured of the petrification, the glue would segment his body probably several hundred times over.
That's terrible.
His body would likely have to reject the glue forcefully over a period of time and likely long suffering.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it really would be quite horrible, which is why I'm curious why you would think to do such a thing to a troll. There are better ways of putting his body back
Do
together.
you have a glue? You have something else but glue? Is there some kind of special troll glue?
No.
Then how do I put things back together?
I feel like I'm losing brain cells. One final question, sir. Your Vanguard unit, is it new? There seems to be some
Hmm?
chaotic nature to it. More so than normal Vanguard units.
I mean, I have not been to another Vanguard unit. I am a new member.
I see. That is all
Seems
my
nice to me.
questions.
Are you sure?
The man stands up and moves away from the table. As he does so, several more move in to apprehend you and kindly guide you out of the room.
I heard that you all go to the same hairdresser. Do you make appointments?
Jesus fucking
Told him
Christ.
about the hairdresser? Why did you tell him that?
Dude, I think the guards are being tortured more than Baron.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, definitely. The real suffering is from them.
Yeah, the real suffering is from you, thanks to them.
Oh, I get to go back swimming.
Yeah.
Take notes. My water aerobics are top tier.
So, Baron, you are led back out into the long corridor, and you are put back into your watery prison.
Do I attempt to lift it again?
You may if you wish, but the end result is the same.
This time the crystal want to beat me.
Wait, what if he rolls at like a natural 20 or something?
I mean, if he goes something like legendary,
Not legendary.
not
What the
this
shot?
time.
Not this.
Because if
Okay.
that happens, then he's gonna lift the fucking glass. I was gonna be like, what the fuck?
Alright,
Put that down.
so order in the court. So everyone is eventually taken in and questioned. You guys are finally, after probably an hour or two of custody, proven to be innocent of at least the petrification. Why you broke the troll in the first place is still not yet determined, but they are keeping Sicario until further notice, as the breaking of the troll was indeed something not very good. In addition, they have the troll's pieces.
That's fair.
You guys were probably going to put the troll in hell, assuming you ever restored it, and they are going to right that wrong currently.
That's fair.
Okay.
This is why I work with metal.
Wait, so we got let out already?
Well, if you let me say my spiel.
Sorry.
You guys are indeed allowed out. And you are free to move about the town and or walk back to your barracks.
Oh, they don't escort us back to the barracks?
once you guys are proven innocent of any wrongdoing aside from perhaps running off with the troll's body in some ill-advised attempt to play doctor, they decide to let you go. It's like there's nothing really wrong here. Even the issue of you trying to resist arrest, they're just looking past it. They do think that you guys are probably more childish and warranted a certain degree of leniency in the long run. And they weren't sure they wanted to keep Baron there long term.
I am not surprised.
Sure that they did it. I'm gonna start. Hey, later on, you wanna go get the drink and hit the gym? It'll be fun.
Alice is here.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's gonna bring us to another knock at the door.
Danny goes up and Danny opens it this time.
Oh.
Claire hides on Kirkwalken and just sort of stands by the wall like, oh god, not again.
Alright, so with this knock at the door,
There.
you are greeted by this individual. What am I doing? Save myself some time and do this.
Cesar, are you here?
Nope.
Oh.
It is another
muted.
water guard.
Oh, hello, sir.
You came back. You're gonna get that drink.
Yes, I've returned. You guys recognize this guy as the one that originally knocked on your door.
We seem
would
popular
seem-
today with the water guard.
What's
It
it like to
occurs.
look at other people who look just like you
He's trying
every
to
day?
talk.
So,
Ignore Baron.
While Baron's going on and on and on, the water guard speaks directly to Gwen.
Yes.
You are of the Topaz Fang Force. We are
Yes.
aware of this. You, being of the Vanguard, probably regularly take in strays, if you will. We
Sure.
have one such stray that we are releasing into your custody. They are a criminal. You may do with them as you see fit
Alright.
until they serve out the remainder of their term. Do not take your eyes off this one. And that's when Alice's character makes an appearance, as you are shuffled inside from probably a water guard outside. So, Alice, your character's name is Kazara. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
I think she's...
Alice is muted and deafened. I mentioned that earlier.
Well,
Why would she join and then turn off everything?
She says she's got to get back to a conversation I was having. I'll let you know when I'm available.
It's an important conversation. To be fair.
Apparently.
she is knocked out and laid on the couch.
She came in comatose, frozen, if you will.
No, I think I'm just gonna have her hands bound in ice, and she is going to be handed over to Gwen, and they are going to simply walk out, shut the door,
No,
and
Gwen,
you
come
guys
back.
now have a criminal in the Vanguard.
Okay. Can I say, for the sake of, since she's not here at the moment, that her character would go have a seat at the bar and just leave it at that for now?
Yeah, it's assumed she's seated somewhere. Once the water guards leave, they release her of her shackles, so she's free to move about the cabin. And since she's not here to interact with, just assume she's silent and moody at the moment.
That's what I assumed.
Being
Wait,
badgered
my
by
character,
Bear.
you said that my character might know her. but she wouldn't know me.
Correct.
And I would know her as part of the rogue network.
You would know her as she has been uncovered by the water guard.
Ah.
She
Okay.
is a wanted individual that was caught, and thus here we are.
Fair enough.
Claire isn't even gonna acknowledge her since she's a criminal, and that's not a very nice thing to be, and just gonna play with her little robots.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my sister and start talking to her and making sure that she's okay.
She's a little traumatized, just sort of, like, I guess, staring blankly at the little robots, trying to comfort herself.
Sister,
Baron will
sister,
come
come.
by and bring candy. Here, candy. I'll cheer you up.
Ooh! And Guinevere immediately gets excited at the thought of candy and literally jumps onto Baron to get the candy.
Stop. I hand it to you, quick. Get that.
How high could I climb up you trying to do agility? Do you want
I mean, he won't be like trying.
Agility's not what you use to climb.
What would I use?
Might, because it's strength. You're climbing.
Okay.
Yeah, pulling yourself up.
That's pretty good.
Because you're tall compared to her.
You easily make it up. His muscles provide
Many
wonderful
handfuls.
foot and hand holds.
So, one thing she does, because I thought this just now, is she grabs the candy as she climbs up, gets on his shoulders, and starts eating it on top of his head.
Hey, be careful. Some of those are mixed. It's M&M and Skittles.
She takes a handful and just eats it all. She kind of goes animalistic for a bit there. She seems to be almost like an animal on top of your head.
Claire, your sister. She seems rather hungry. Did either of you eat today?
She is strange. And she just sort of continues staring off into the distance.
Claire, do you want some candy? Your sister seemed happy with it.
Just sort of keeps staring. Although, wait, do the little candies have any smell?
The Skittles and M&Ms, basically.
Oh, they're not very fragrant then.
No.
No, well, she just keeps staring.
One thing Danny does is she tosses a candy at her sister's head and just like bonks it on her head.
Claire just glares at her on top of his head, and then sort of frowns even more to see her sister on top of the dude. My
Do you,
sister.
do you try to challenge her height by climbing over her cloud?
No, she's just sort of like, what is this foolishness?
It's
She climbed on my head and took me with a candy.
Now, Gwen, we've talked about your squirrelish habits.
there is nothing wrong with climbing on top of people. They are like this man is like a tree. I can climb on him. It's perfectly fine.
Well, if you like
like
him
a
so
towering
much,
willow in a storm.
if you like him so much, why don't you marry him and leave me?
That's terrible. I would never marry a child.
He is too muscular to marry. Besides, you're my sister. There's a difference between marriage and family. You know this.
She sort of picks up a Skittle and chews on it.
Look, Claire, there's no need to be jealous of your sister. And he grabs her and lifts her up on his shoulder. Here, you can be up here too.
So you're gonna try and go against that?
Yes, she's gonna squirm.
Alright, so we have a grab action versus
I guess.
probably a defensive action. So we're going to have each of you roll agility. One to quickly grab the other, and one to quickly dance away from the other.
Nope.
Alternatively, we can use the guard. I kind of said that late. What
Yeah.
is Claire's guard, just for reference?
11.
Yeah, so we would have got you either way. So he grabs the squirrely little character.
And you're sitting right next to Guinevere.
Actually, no. Guinevere is sitting on top of your head.
Like, like literally on his head.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were like on his shoulder.
No, she's
Oh,
on
yeah.
top of your head.
There's only enough room for one person on his head. You kind of just have to settle for my shoulders. But he flexes his trapeze, just lifts her up. But this will do it, right?
At this point, Claire is just sort of clinging to his head, and also her sister. I do not enjoy this, tall one.
Happy family moment.
This, I'm just imagining this, and this is just like, I'm looking at Sarah's character, who is Alice's character, is on the other side, and just watching this. I'm just like thinking, if she was listening to us right now, she'd be thinking, what the fuck is going on? What did the guards give me to? This is weird.
This is her punishment. Sit in her room with.
This is the worst punishment ever for her. Oh my god, we are covering your face.
I cannot be seen.
Your legs. Okay.
A great leg.
Hey Baron, do you think we
do
should just
swap.
do a quest thing or something? I'm not sure what we should do right now. Nova, do you think we would have time for one of the things on the board? Or we have to wait?
You guys can do whatever you want. Sandbox.
Okay.
I'll walk on over to the board, and so they get, you know, it's really easy to read. They don't have to.
Mhm.
I think, to be honest,
Yes.
maybe we should go to a trip through the ocean. That might be a good idea.
Are you sure? There are many dangerous creatures.
There's nothing wrong. We were going to go meet the druids anyways, and I know them. I can perhaps calm them down at least.
Justice, the ends of your words are being cut off for some reason.
A little bit,
Oh, that's pretty weird.
No, there we go, now it's fine.
Alright. Well, it has been a while since I sailed on a boat. Usually it's just this ramshackle raft that I put together.
We're going to the beach. We're not actually going to be on the ocean.
Oh, the beach is great. The resistance of the sand is great for running.
The sand, it shall get everywhere.
It's okay, sis. It doesn't really bother
Wash
me.
it off.
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me at all.
Of course it doesn't bother you.
What's wrong?
Just sort of pouts. I want to go home.
While they're pouting at each other, I'm actually walking to.
Yeah, well, we're talking. You're just walking towards the beach.
Oh yes, beach time. Great.
I think her clockman just stomps behind.
No, they're just getting weird looks.
So wait, what about
We just left the
Cesara?
criminal here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can we like tie her to a post?
What about the criminal?
I'm sure she will have to be forced to come with us anyways.
I mean, that doesn't really work with our story. I don't know.
Come, criminal lady.
Well,
We're
yeah.
going to the beach.
I mean,
I'm
she
going-
comes back, it makes sense.
Yes.
Yay, slime!
And so, the
Oh,
She
I know.
just
Kirklocken can just sort of grasp her and carry her, so she can't get away.
If you want to do that.
some kind of prize.
Is that okay, Nova?
Pretty sure Kazara would like to stand her own ground unless she hopped onto her clocken herself.
I'm
No, I guess
assuming.
she's
Can we?
walking with us.
Yeah. Can we assume she'll walk with us?
The whole crew, aside from Sicario, is likely with you.
Oh.
Okay, so they could watch her. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's together. There is no splitting off unless I hear specifically, hey, you're splitting off. And then there's story reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Sicario joins again, she'll likely be released, but for the time being, it makes sense narratively that she is captured.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you guys have looked at the board. You have been made aware that there's an issue several times. You've been made aware of this issue several times now. But there's an issue with the druids. Valoth is a city-state, but it also controls a territory around it. Within this territory is a tribe of druids. It is from this tribe that several of the druids have been recruited to maintain the city's magical uses. While there's a community of druids within the city, this settlement is where most of the druids are. So, when you guys wish to leave this place, you know that you'll have to cross the bridge. You'll have to cross the plains that surround the land, surrounding the waters that the island is in, and eventually you'll come to a path which you can take out to the sea, and along the beach's edge and a little inland, so you can go there through forest or through beachway, you will find the druid settlement.
Ooh, are we ever gonna get like a map someday?
I think that's...
You'll consider it.
I mean, people have suggested we have a map, but I'm just thinking we're filling out the map as we go, and sometimes there's stuff in between that we spontaneously think of.
Well, maybe just like doodle it.
I mean, once we get a good world built together and everything's set and locked in, I guess then we can start with the map, right? More or less.
I mean, we can start with a map now. It's just anyone can make a map. If you want to make a map, make a map. I got the journal entries of all the major things. If anyone wishes to make a map,
I said I could make a map, and you said you didn't want me to.
I said I didn't need it. You can make a map if you wish.
Okay.
Not on the table.
No, I was gonna like literally draw it out. Like there was this one way you could do it is just toss out dice onto a piece of paper, and then you draw the map out via that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we're kind of specific on it though, but
I mean, just if you look at the journals, you'll see that there are some very specific places.
Yeah.
Well, many of these places are obviously within the city. Some of these places are not. And I think I've documented where they are, but if not, we can determine that.
Yeah, and I can draw an actual map of the house you're thinking, and then I can send it to you, and then you can add in whatever points you want to point. Basically, I'll draw a blank map, and then you can add whatever else you want into it. Basically.
I
know
shall
there's-
do it as well.
Yeah, that could probably be our next competition. Whoever makes a map.
Sounds good.
So just
Although-
major landmarks.
People
so
who
it's like
are
there's a
also
city
watching the
on
stream
the
can
island.
send in things as well. Just like whisper me on the Twitch, they can send in things.
We will use them. I will use them.
So people who are ever watching us can actually send in a map if they want to do that for the competition, anything like that.
What might be cool is to hang one of the, like a tiny little version of the map within the tavern itself.
Mm.
That would be cool. Yeah.
And also have a journal entry so that way you can see it in its actual size.
Of course.
But that said, we do not have a map currently, so I will be describing to you what you see, what you come in contact with, etc., etc.
Yay!
Once we reach the outskirts of the city, Guinevere would go into her panther form to travel, because that's a travel form.
Make sure in your panther form it follows the level 1 statistics, and nothing's higher than a 4.
I think Claire just climbs on the robot.
Nothing is higher than a 4, and it all falls in with the level 1 statistics, I think.
Yay!
Cool.
Oh, sorry, that's not allowed.
Now, do you guys know why you're traveling to the Druid Village?
Yes, it was
No.
because there was a complication of a riot going on, which is, one, causing the druid population to go down in the city, and 2, making the druids that are already here work harder than they need to.
That's what you have been made aware of specifically.
Yes.
As far as the Vanguard goes, all Vanguards have been requested to go to the tribe to subdue the resistors. When you go there, you are acting as Vanguard, and you will be treated as such. And when you are told to, I guess, subdue them, it means take them out. You can kill them, arrest them, whatever it takes. The protests must end.
Alright.
Alrighty. That said, you are free to set out. Is there anything you'd like to do in town to prepare for this in advance? I'll be going around the table. So, Gwen, you can go ahead and start.
Is there any known health potions things, items, or anything like that? For health potions or anything like that?
Considering that you full heal in between combats, it is largely unnecessary.
Okay.
There is
So-
one of those legendary items where they have an example of a healing potion, but it's like super hard to craft, I'm guessing, so.
So, it's likely beyond your reach presently. It'd
Okay.
be easier to have someone just use a healing boon on you.
Alright.
They administer first aid. They give you a makeshift healing potion. They heal you with their awesome muscliness,
Alright.
etc.
Alright. I don't need to go anywhere right now.
After Gwen, Claire.
In her little backpack, Claire has a revolver that she has made, and she's just gonna kind of like bring it out and have it on her belt. I mean, she doesn't want to use it, but I mean, there's sort of being official and things might go wrong, and I don't know.
Yeah, just in case. You know.
Yeah.
Alright. Hey, Baron. Anything you'd like to do to prep for an adventure to the sea?
I'd ask him, should I wear my armor? I am
So you-
unsure.
Do you
Um,
even... Would it fit you?
It is custom made. Also, every now and then I have to get it refitted. But yes, fits. But I am wondering if I should bother wearing. I am thinking, if I amaze them with my muscles, why would they protest?
Perhaps a good strategy.
If
The
they
least
start
life-
working out,
the
they would
least-
protest.
Sorry.
Perhaps I should buy jump ropes too.
The least life is lost would be preferable.
Right. Okay. No armor. It just keeps on fighting. Nope, that's it then. That was Baron's only deliberation.
Alrighty.
What is that?
It's a hugging tree.
Oh, okay.
Why?
What's a hugging tree? Or nothing.
Not what, just why. Alright.
I wanted to feel
Oh.
apart.
Okay, so you guys exit the barracks. I'm assuming you lock the door behind you, and you make your way through town. Let's see, does anything happen on your way out?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I do have random encounter type things.
Uh-oh. Angry
What's that?
villagers.
In a
What's that green
sandbox
line?
adventure, it's definitely a lot more
Random.
random. It's about the journey more than the destination, you know?
Oh yeah.
You forgot the eyeballs.
Alright.
No, I didn't.
So, as you guys are making your way down the street, you pass a plaza. Several people are gathered. It's relatively noisy. There seems to be lots of cheers and laughs. You see... let me go ahead and drag your characters up. We are in town. There we go. Alright. You see this individual.
I forgot. If we're still in town, I stayed on Baron's head.
So you see this individual. You believe her to be a mage of the academy.
A Velox citizen.
A Velox citizen, specifically one of the academy.
Do I
And-
recognize her?
Go ahead and give me... Where's my thing?
Perception?
No, give me logic. Logic, I think, covers your ability to remember and recall. Okay, that's a pretty sweet roll. So yes, you do recall this individual. And... One second. You recall her name's Hone.
It reminds me of how some people call me Cone instead of Coeen.
Yeah. She actually has a similar pronunciation to your name. And she, you recall from the academy, is gifted in fire and pyromantic or pyrotechnic type displays. Like, she's very skilled at weaving her fire magic into illusionary and illuminary type diversions. She was a bit of a troublemaker in school, but you imagine that some of her skills in school probably pay off as an entertainer, which is what she is now. And she is wowing the crowd, making a illusionary dragon of fire weave about around the plaza, trying to eat its own tail, and there's a few fireworks going off on occasion. Just something you notice. Keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, Claire, it's a classmate, see him around. Probably didn't really talk to her, so I was like, hi there, maybe a little wave, and just kind of walk off.
All right. You leave the
Does it like
spectacle?
fly towards Baron or anything?
Nope. Nothing untoward happens.
Alright.
She's a professional.
Good. And so we continue our way.
Yeah. You guys make it to the city's edge. You're actually right there by the Water Guard HQ again. Some of them recognize you, particularly Baron.
Wait.
Some of them, particularly Kirklocken.
Do they avoid eye contact with Baron?
One dude does in particular. Yes.
Hey there, Fred. Small world.
At this point, you're probably looking at middle of the afternoon. So
Okay.
you saw these guys no more than just a few hours ago. Alright. At the gate, you are allowed out. They have no qualms with letting people leave. It's more so letting them back in. Some of them eye you suspiciously. And you guys are free to traverse the bridge.
I'm still on top of Baron's head.
That's fine.
Sigmund has joined us.
Satan has joined us?
Sigmund. Sigmund.
Oh, Sigmund.
He's muted though. He
Okay.
unmuted himself.
We are in the middle of a session, though.
I think he's probably on his way home or something.
Actually, hey Sigmund, can you speak?
Cricket
He
noise.
was
Cricket
unmuted,
noises.
and then he muted, and nothing was heard.
How's the game going?
Oh god.
It's going
It's
good.
going great, man. I'm having a grand old time.
We were in prison, and then we were not in prison.
Yeah, it was great.
I got questioned.
And- And, what's her name? Sukari is still in there because she broke the golem, and we all kind of pointed fingers at her.
Well, Baron did. We didn't say. We didn't have to say anything.
I mean, Claire would have pointed the finger as well.
So if Baron laid Sicaria down on the road, Claire drove the bus over her, and then Gwen backed that bus up.
Gwen wasn't. Her plan was honestly not to really mention that it was specifically Sicaria, and would also explain that I was assuming she was going to do magic to help heal the, depetrify the troll. She would have said that, but that didn't happen.
So my uncle killed my aunt, and I swear to you, he probably didn't mean to do that.
Basically, yeah. She was going to give a full account every little bit. In the last session, the first session, we basically toppled over a troll, and Sicaria was going to do it, so she's doing the time.
Well, she's being questioned. She's not in, like, prison
Further
yet.
questioning. They're ganging up.
Yeah. Claire doesn't care. She's not family.
Did you say ganging up? In prison? Oh boy. Alright. I wanted Sigmund on here because remember that contest that had everyone try to participate in? Only about 3 of you submitted anything. So since Sigmund's here, I think we're gonna probably pause the session here and allow each person to talk about their submission. I'm then going to put the submission into a poll, and the group will be allowed to vote on it for the next week. The winner gets a prize. I'll tell you that prize right now. The prize is the top voted entrant will not only be featured, not just placed in the world, but featured. All entrants will be placed in the world, but the main entrant, the winner, will be featured, and the one who entered the entrant, they will be working with me to craft one of the legs of this adventure.
Ooh.
So not just not just an encounter. I mean like a place, a path, a story hook, a conclusion, all that stuff.
Ooh.
And if they don't want to be that involved, they don't have to be. But I'm just saying they would be able to have full creative rights and work with me to put something in the world for you
Yay!
guys. So, let's go ahead and start. Queen, let's go ahead and have your entry first.
Got a picture so I
You
can
need
show
a
the stream?
refresher.
Well, I have my thing open. I'm not sure how to like describe it. Can I just like read
can-
off my 2 little paragraphs about her?
If you
or-
put in a picture, I can put it up on stream.
Oh yeah, I have. Well, technically a few pictures. I don't know how much I
How
want to
about
get.
Pick the main picture,
Yeah.
and then just describe a bit about it. You don't have to go into details.
Yep.
Just enough to interest people.
Okay. It's on my desktop. It's. Wait.
Technically, I can also just post them to the table, but since not everyone's on the table, I think I'll just put them in Discord.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I linked them to you. So that's right there.
Post that. I'm posting the main image to the table, or to the general chat.
Okay.
Oh, whoa.
Alright, so Queen, go ahead and tell us about your intrigue.
So she and other witches like her worship this malevolent deity, and they have been corrupted by their dark rituals. And like every new moon, they gather and worship. And this one in particular is a summoner who summons up all these sort of undead zombies that then come after you.
Alright.
Okay. So they're kind of an example of what divine magic looks like in this world, would you say?
Yeah.
Like
Alright.
Dark Divine, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, divine doesn't necessarily mean bright, shiny, good, lawful. Divine could be anything of a deity level. So, that is Entrant by Queen. I know that Gwen had an entry that was unfinished, but did you give me a picture, Gwen?
I did.
Alright, let me see if I can find that, or you can pull it up if you have it. And as soon as one of us posts it, I would like you to talk about what you have. I see some entries. Ah, there it is. Found it.
Yep. I basically took the same picture from Teen Titans and made Bashogun.
Where is it?
It's appearing.
Ah, there it is. Oh dear.
Alright,
Yeah.
Gwen, go ahead and tell us about your entry.
Well, this is copying the same story because in actual Japanese mythology, there is a yokai called the Bashogun. He is a demon that this man wanted to create more life into his art. So that's what he started doing. He started breathing life into his art. To the point that this art started coming alive. And basically becoming what knows to be known as the Sukamori. But that's beside the point. Over time after this, he created his lover out of a piece of art, and it was a beautiful piece, and he loved it. Till it overtook him. The art and the power he became, all the ink, corrupted him into this massive being that now creates this art. And this art is sent across the world, unknowingly to, be it patrons or people who are collectors. They would bring that art into their home, and then next morning, that person would not live in that house anymore. For some reason, they're just gone from the house, and their bodies are put in the painting. They become one with the painting, basically.
Oh, so you see them on the painting?
Yes.
Oh.
And they are trapped within, with no knowable escape at this moment.
Dun dun dun! Is that it?
It's a boss. It's basically, I basically made a boss. But yeah.
Alright. That is Gwen's entry. I am pulling up Sigmund's right now. It's loading. This one's kind of special.
I cannot hear you. Sigmund?
Sure, Rod.
Ooh.
I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
What? Sigmund?
What the fuck?
Mine?
I can barely hear you, Sigmund.
Oh, dude. I love this one, in my opinion. So, those of you who might be familiar with memes, you're on the internet, correct? This is an extension of a science called memetics, and included to memetics, I think related, is semiotics. It's the science of signs and ideas. Remain in our collective subconscious. This is the very basis of what I like to call the contemplative gods. Contemplative gods, God being a misnomer, are rather forces of nature. In a world where powers may rise and fall, civilizations may come and crash, these are the remnants of contemplative gods, are remnants of ancient civilizations, ancient grudges, ancient feelings and ideas, given enough power to manifest in physical form. The contemplative gods, although usually created of negative emotions, are not in themselves inherently malevolent. Rather, they are very fickle in nature and quick to turn to anger or violence. Though, strangely enough, it might not be a good idea to have a contemplative god in your favor. How they kind of work, like, crunch-wise, is they kind of manifest auras causing, like, fatigue, or, like, lots of debuffs and damage over time, and they're meant to kind of be, like, an annoyance. But they kind of gather around each other and make more really effective in groups.
Alrighty. And so those are the 3 entrants. No one else bothered. So each of these will be somewhere in the world, and you may or may not come in contact with them. But for the winner, they are most certainly going to be pivotal or crucial to the storyline overall. And I'll go ahead and set up a poll, and we'll be able to vote in that over the course of the next week.
You want me to also post it in my Twitch chat for those who want to do it?
Yeah, those
Okay.
watching the view can also try to vote. That's fine. We're at 9:20, and I don't think we're going to be able to get anything else of significance done. You are
Yep.
free to chatter, to go back and forth, but XP will be rewarded to Queen, Justice, and Gwyn.
Yay!
Yeah.
So,
Where do I keep track of
XP is...
that? There it is.
in your character sheet.
yeah, you found it.
So, if
Hey.
you have enough to level up, does your XP go back to 0, or do you keep counting it?
It keeps counting.
Those are-
If you look in the upper right hand corner, you'll see level on your sheet. You just bump it up to 2, and it automatically adjusts everything.
Oh, put it up to 3.
Actually, no. If you just
I
put
mean,
2
it
eight,
doesn't make a difference.
do the same thing with
every 3
XP.
is level anyway.
yeah.
Oh, how much do I get?
You just got 1, and you played 1 more at the beginning, so that means you should have a total of 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
You're not level 2 yet. These guys played last week, that's why they're level 3.
Yee.
You are still 1.2 right now.
So, wait, do my
Very
legend points go over, or are they done now?
Your legend points are
They-
expended in the same session. So,
Oh.
yep, unless there's something cool you want to do right now, you guys are just leaving town, and you, I guess, use the point on something random.
Can I, like, build a cool robot? I don't even know. I can pretend I use my legend point on whatever I'm gonna level up with.
Okay. Your call.
I mean, I really don't know.
Let's see here. So you guys level. You guys are heading off towards the tribe. So I suppose I'll flesh some more of that out. Haven't heard from Hugh in a while. What's going on, guys?
I have no idea.
And then Alice got into a conversation and never came back.
Well, I mean, at least she came.
Take it away before her time.
We know why Squire's here. He just got off work and is
Yep.
probably heading home.
I mean, do we know what the super serious conversation that she's having right now?
Actually, I'm picking up a birthday cake for my dad right now. But I did get off work.
Okay.
Sicario's been MIA for a long time now. At least Alice has tried. Sicario hasn't even posted or nothing.
Yep.
Perhaps the prison would be a next place. Huh?
Yeah, maybe it will be. I don't see any of our people disappearing long term, and right now, since we have 7 people, I'm thinking that if Sicario should disappear indefinitely, that we'll just have Sigmund take over when summer rolls around.
Alright. I mean,
Sicario can get bumped.
if need be, I can also pop in,
There's no need.
okay. When time comes,
It's okay.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna make some notes on the session, and I'm taking off. So,
Alright, well,
talk to you guys in the chat.
Bye bye.
well, it was a wonderful stream, though. This is going on YouTube,
I hope
hopefully.
you all enjoyed Baron.
I'm enjoying Baron.
Oh my
I
god.
tried to make up